So let's understand regression and correlation. So the definition of regression is a statistical method used to examine the relationship between one dependent variable and one or more independent variable. So you have one dependent variable, you have one or more independent variable. For example, if cultivation of paddy, okay, is one variable. What are the dependent variable for cultivation? Climate is one, the seeds, climate is one, the seeds that I use is one, then the fertilizers I use, water supply, sun, all these, climate, that is sun, all these are the factors that are depending on this. So we have one dependent variable that depends on other variables that are independent. Okay, so that is regression. So remember, if you have regression, you have these two variables in place. One is the dependent variable and the independent variable. So understanding this is very important. Next, coming to correlation. Correlation is a study of relationship between two variables. We have two variables. We'll try to study the relationship between those two variables. For example, if I tell you height and weight, we try to study the relationship between these two variables. We see whether there is a correlation between the height and weight. That is one example. There are many more examples for correlation, and types of correlation we learn those, so we will have that in another video. So let's understand the difference between regression and correlation. This is an important short question. So purpose: predicting the value of dependent variable. So that is the purpose. Then here, measuring the strength and direction of the relationship. So see here, dependent variable, here you measure the strength and direction. In which direction is our correlation going? Is it positively correlated, negatively correlated? Then variables, dependent variable and independent variable. Here two quantitative variables. Then see the direction, it indicates cause and effect relationship. That is, because of this has happened. That has a cause and effect relationship. Here it indicates association, no causation, no cause and effect, it's only association. How is the relationship? Then coming to analysis, equation with coefficient to predict values. Here you predict the future, you try to predict based on my past sales, this will happen in the future, I try to predict it. Here correlation coefficient lies between -1 and +1. Example, predicting sales based on advertising spend. Here, examining the relationship between height and weight. You try to find the relationship between two or more variables. That is, number of hours spent for studying and my marks that I will score. You can see the relationship between those two also. Then, visuals. Re- Linear regression line on the scattered plot. You have a linear regression line on the scattered plot. Linear means, you should understand the meaning of linear. Linear is almost just like a line. You see the first word, line, L-I-N-E, line. That means one after the other. This is the regression line. It will be like this. Linear regression is like this, one point after the other point. Whereas you see scattered plot showing points proximity. That is something like this. You have a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or something like a nonsense correlation, no correlation only. Okay, so this is the understanding of difference between regression and correlation. Please learn important short question.